Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Verse number 7, repeat after me. बाल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रदादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तःस्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजताम् यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये. Our whole life is described, our biography is described. Bhagavan Shankaracharya described our life in a very poetic and a perfect manner. Balastavat kridasaktaha, tarunastavat taruni raktaha, vruddhastavat chintasaktaha, parame brahmani kopina saktaha. This is our lifestyle. Childhood goes in playing. Then we become grown-up teenagers. Then Taruni Raktaha. Then start fishing. About fishing, I remember one thing. How the branches come out. This happened in New York. And there was one old lady. She was sitting on a footpath. In a glass there was water, left hand. Right hand there was a fishing rod. And that thread was put in that. And she was sitting on it. So there are people who are wanting to do good to others. Oh, she doesn't understand. I think she is mad. We should do something for her. I feel so bad. Then such a dumb fellow, he went there and he saw and took out $1 note and gave it to her. Then asked, since morning, how many fish you have got? She said, you are the 10th. Don't get carried away by these things. Focus your attention only on the truth. Otherwise you will get carried away. Similarly, tarunastavat taruni raktaha. Now so many places people go, you see the people and forget about it. But then the hormonal balance. They're looking at any girl or any boy, then start thinking. What is the thinking? This is another important principle. Perceptions are not creating problems in life. Problems are created when perceptions are followed by projections. And projections are according to our state of mind. Suppose we are frustrated, then what is the projection? Projection will be, I think God is not happy with me. I don't know what I do. In the same manner, young boys and girls start looking at each other as a prospective. Thereafter, Vruddhastavat, they in the third stage of our life, old age. Now, old age, what they do? Nothing but regrets. I wish when I was young I should have done this, I should have done that. But now it is too old, What should I do? Next life, you are Hindus, you have got a benefit. If you are not Hindu, you will be buried now. And wait till the last day come, it will never come. You keep there, making achar out of you. See? Parame Brahmani kopina rakta. But our attention is never on the higher aspect of our life. Therefore, what is our life? Balyadishu api, jagradadishu api, tatha sarvasu avasthasu api. In and through all the experiences of our life. Balyadishu, the childhood, teenage, middle age, old age. So through all the ages of the body, Jagradadishu, through all the experiences, waking, dream and deep sleep. Then Sarvasu Avasthasu Api, and all those experiences which are not included in this. So our complete life is taken care of. See? Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara, that is taken care of. See? Jagra sapna sushuptishu, that is taken care of. Sarvasu avasthasu api, under all experiences of joy, sorrows, etc. Vyavrutta is permeating in and through every experience of our life. No experience can be without the support of this reality. Now what is this reality? Vyavruttasu anuvartamana. Anu means continuous. See? Anudina, every day. So, anuvartamana. Vartamana means being. Vartamana is present. So, continuous presence. Anuvartamana, and presence as what? Aham, aham, aham. So, get the complete thought. That which is a continuous, unbroken presence in and through all the stages of body, all the experiences of life, and all that was not included in that, in and through all of them, there is a continuous, unbroken experience called Aham. This is the meaning of the whole thing. Aham iti antaspurantam sada. And this aham is anta, it is constantly throbbing in our being. Anta, inside. Anta, antakaran, mind. So without this aham principle, nothing is possible. Bhagavan says in Gita, similar way, Mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. Therefore, Vedesha sarvai ahameva vidya. So this aham alone supports all the experiences of our life, but this aham is a continuous, unbroken aham. Our aham that we understand, it is not a continuous, it is discontinuous. See? For example, I am a child, gone. I am a teenager, gone. I am a middle age, gone. I am old age, going. See? So, when we use this word aham, What exactly is this word aham? When I say I am old, so here I refers to the body. When I say I am a man, I refers to gender. When I say I am Indian, I refers to the nationality. When I say I am happy, it means I am not married. You know this, I know, sure. This I didn't know, but I learned it from one Britisher. We were having a retreat in Heathrow, UK, and there was one elderly Britisher who used to come and he said, Swami, I will lie down and do meditation. I said, never mind, do what you like, except on my head, sit anywhere. So after the things were over, he lying down, he said, Mr. Swami, I said, yes. You Indian Swami, you don't get married? I said, no. Why? After all, happiness is not everything in life. That day I realized that there are two types of people in this world. Those who are married and those who are happy. So when I say I am happy, that means I am unmarried, marital status. So how many eyes? Then I am husband, wife, brother, father, mother, sister. Are we one or we are inside a poultry farm? Cock, going on. And then he says, Swami, my mind is disturbed. What should I do? You mind your mind. What can I tell you? See? So all the spiritual practices, find out who is this aham. And to find out, the quality is given. Anuvartamana. In and through all the experiences of life, there is one continuous, unbroken presence. Aham. Aham is that which cannot be destroyed. Both ego cannot be destroyed and aham, the reality, Paramatma cannot be destroyed. See? Reality cannot be destroyed, illusion cannot be destroyed. How simple it is. Not difficult. Aham, I, the Supreme Self, cannot be destroyed. Now I, the young child, cannot be destroyed. Why? Because it is not me, it is only the body which is changing. So this I as a child never existed, only appeared for some time because of identification with the body. See friends, I'll tell you something very important to understand very clearly. You cannot stop reflection happening in the mirror. You cannot stop. It will be there. Exactly the same way. You cannot stop body identification. It will be there. So let us not have that wrong notion. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am not parrots. See, that is not the meaning. Without body identification, can you come and sit here and sleep? I mean read or listen. It was a slip of tongue. Chole, bhature, where will they go? This place has got all the good points except the food. Because when we sit there, as if this is the last supper, dabao. Remember, we have to take lunch also. So, you cannot stop body identification. Is a rule. No option. Then what is to be done? The same thing what we do with our reflection in the mirror. Same thing. So we use the reflection for doing the makeup. Then you have to put a .com. So your aim doesn't go. Sometimes it goes here, sometimes it goes here. So you require how simple it is. Use it. But don't take that you have put that .com on the mirror. But these days you must have seen, in many public toilets, on the mirror, there is always Bhagyavati. So many of them you can see. Here in my room it is not there. Probably no lady was staying there. Otherwise many mirrors have that thing on that, you know. Because why waste it, put it, husband is hanging there. Once I was with one lady and I asked her, I said, Amma, this is for my general knowledge. You people have got different sizes of this .com. Some of them have got very big one, like their Usha Uthup, she has got big one. And some of them have got like the size of the sesamum seed. What is the criteria of the size of this .com? Yes, Swami, you don't know this. I said, no, I don't have anybody, so I don't know. This is, the size of the .com is directly proportionate for the love for the husband. Now next time you look at your wife. So now you can see. So we use the mirror reflection, we don't fight, we don't disagree, but we know for certain it is not real. Because it is not real, you cannot improve upon. You cannot destroy because it doesn't exist. Similarly, I am intelligent, I am dull, I am rich, I am poor. Where are these eyes? Where do they go in deep sleep? They have no place because they don't exist. Yesterday also I gave this example. After divorce, what happens to the husband and wife? See, I was staying in Stuttgart, Germany. My host was, her name was Maya. She is German only. And second day our retreat was going on. When we came home, she was a little down. I said, Mama, what is the problem? Am I in a problem? No, Swamiji. I said, did your husband say anything to you? No, Swamiji, he is not my husband. He was my husband. Now he is my friend. So what is the problem? Problem is, earlier I used to get a good number of students for my yoga studio. Thus, I was the first to bring yoga in Germany. So 20 students I had to teach them, and then they will go, they will start 20 studios. They will also have 20 students. And in this manner, it started ramifying. Today the condition is, there are only teachers, no students. What should I do? I said, when you can import yoga from India, import students. Anyway, Indians like to be taught by the non-Indians. You go there. The problem is this. Earlier he was my husband, now he is not my husband. The question is, where has he gone? He is the same fellow. And then when they open the fridge, this is my Coca-Cola, this is your Coca-Cola. All rubbish. We are all miserable, and those who are miserable, they don't exist. See, then what is to be done? Karnataka. So what is Karnataka? Whenever any acting is done on the stage, it should be done so perfectly as if it is really happening. But in the heart of the actor, he knows it is not happening. See? The same way conduct all your relations. You will never be miserable in life. See? Our problem is, the mother-in-law wants to improve the daughter-in-law. The daughter-in-law wants the mother-in-law to understand. See? And it continues. We have to clearly understand, elderly people cannot be changed. They cannot be taught. Their case is gone. Now what to do with these oldies? Pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, Don't take life too seriously. Elderly people, this is the simplest technique. Whatever they say, without hearing properly, yes, over. After 2 minutes, they'll forget about it. Therefore, we have to recognize who is this Aham. Aham, who is constantly changing. Now, to understand this, I'll give an example. We start car. When we start the car, somebody is born. There somebody is horsepower. The petrol doesn't propel the car. The engine doesn't push the car. It is the horsepower which is pushing both the engine as well as the petrol. Is it not? Switch on, horsepower 1, HP 1. Switch off. Where the horsepower has gone? Again second time, switch on. Again horsepower has come. HP 2. Do it n number of times. Now the question is HP 1 equal to HP 2 equal to HP 3, or HP 2 is HP 1 plus HP 2 is HP 2, HP 3 is HP 1 plus HP 2 plus HP 3. Is it like that? Are they related? Where are they? What are they? They only appear, they do not exist. Now take your personal example. I get married, I become H1. My wife is W1. H1, W1, first couple. Then we get divorced. Again get married to some others. Then I become H2, and that lady, my now new wife, becomes my W2. Now H1, is he equal to H2? Is it the first husband? He became the second husband? Is the first and the second husband together became the third husband? Who became H1, H2, H3? It is only the man. Exactly the same way. The waker does not become the dreamer. The dreamer does not become the deep sleeper. It is the same reality which is playing different roles. The first role was identification with the gross body. The absolute became the waker. Then it was discarded, divorced. Then the same reality became the dreamer by adopting the second conditioning, the mind became a dreamer. That also rejected. Then the absence of the two became the conditioning, then became a deep sleeper. So can the waker become the dreamer? Can the dreamer become the deep sleeper? Can the deep sleeper become the waker? No. Then who is doing this? The one who is supporting waking world with the waker, waking world, waking experiences. The same reality supporting the dream, the dreamer, the dream world, the dream experiences. The same reality supporting the remaining, the absence of everything. That is the Aham. But we get so much carried away, there's no end to it. There's one story I had told in Hindi. I'll tell you in English. There was an actor, and he was very expert in doing the role of Rana Pratap. A great expert person. And not 1, 2, 3, but he has done hundreds of shows. So everything was perfect for him. After every show is over, he will go to the green room, remove everything, give it to the boy, and walk away, take 150 rupees, ride on the bicycle, go. One day it so happened, finished and then went to the green room. The boy said, "Hey, Rana Pratap, utar chaddi." Rana Pratap got angry. You what? Talking to Rana Pratap like this? And without giving the costume, with his bhala in his hand, he walked out. There happened to be one bus. So Rana Pratap thought the bus has come for him. He got into the bus. Conductor, ticket, paisa ne kaha. Rana Pratap ko paisa mangta. Then the driver saw. He said, "Don't worry." And the bus went in deep forest. Night 2 o'clock. Suddenly the brake was stopped. Again Rana Pratap watched. What happened? Driver said, "Chittorgarh." Immediately that Rana Pratap got down and the bus went away and he was moving in that forest. Then Rana Pratap is you and me. Friends, how much we get carried away. Don't try even to think that you can improve your husband, you can improve your wife, you can improve your children, you can improve your in-laws. They are gone cases, like you are. Oh, that is important. See? Then how to live? Life is a time pass. So whenever we do something as a hobby, as a fun, you don't suffer. When an actor is on the stage and acting a great suffering, so he may be acting great suffering and the audience is extremely miserable. They will be taking out the tissue paper and wipe their tears through nose. You know, this is the latest digital children. Why they use the tissue paper to wipe the tears through the nose? Because the tears come through the lacrimal duct into the nose. But why not eyes? Eyelashes will go away. Everything is artificial except the crying. So when the audience is crying and the actor is also crying on the stage, that time what goes on in the mind of the actor, are dumb fools, you are paying and crying really. I am paid and I am crying fake. Bhagwan's attitude is this. When we are crying, he is enjoying maja. Don't we do this with children? Recognize this. There used to be one girl, small one, now she is a big one. When she was 3 years or so, I used to stay with them. So I was her, my Swami. She will not allow any child to come near me. So much possessive. And one day I was playing fool with her. I said, "Look here, you have got 2 of them, mom and dad. I don't take anybody. So I'll take dad, you keep mom, okay?" No, you cannot. And she was holding on the dad, huge structure with a frog-sized hands. Then I said, "Okay, dad you keep, I'll take mom." So the mother says, "Yes, I'll come with you." So when we started going, she started crying and rolling on the floor and becoming miserable. When she was doing that, me, her mother, her father, we were not miserable, we were enjoying. Bhagwan does the same thing, chabi bhar ke chhod. Have you seen that toy which I like the most of all the time? That chimpanzee? I am getting married, please come for my marriage. What for? खाने के लिए. Friends, find out who is this aham. Who is. You will come to know that aham is miserable, who doesn't exist. Every day you can watch in this world. in old couple, when one of them dies, they have to die, one of them. So, one man died. The smart ones die first. The ordinary one keep on lingering. So, he died. Naturally, the wife has to cry. And what are the dialogues when they cry? Same dialogue. No, what will happen to me? And you go to hell. Concern is about ourselves. What will happen to me? No, I cannot live without you. I cannot live. Oh God, why don't you take me also? And all the other people are listening to that. Everything is over. 6 months gone, 1 year gone, 2 years gone, 3 years gone. Children ask, Mama, you said that you are going. What happened? Hey friends, recognize this. Then you will see life is a celebration. So when the things are happening, you act like that. Oh, it should not happen. What should happen? He decides or God decides. See? Therefore, vyavruttasu anuvartamana aham ityanta skurantam sada. This aham is eternal presence. And this aham alone is playing different roles. Are we not playing the different roles? We play the role of a son, that of the husband, that of the father, brother, father-in-law, brother-in-law. We play the role. Same way, play the role, that's it. And how to play the role? Again our Mahamantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. If you are on the stage as a criminal, that time you cannot say like American dumb jokes. You know, American jokes are not witty. They are physical. They will be throwing the banana skin and somebody will hey, worse kind of. They don't have wisdom. And what they do, they will say something. And after the joke is said, they will say, hey, I was kidding. The whole joke is satyanas. See, therefore play your game beautifully, perfectly, and celebrate life. Don't carry the burden from here. Like you listen to meditation class, after that you forget. No, then we make the notes. Meditation. Meditation. Spelling kya hai? Your notes will remain in your book. Book make it realize. And you are a book realize how you beta. This is not objective knowledge. It is the subjective experience. So, balyadishvapi jagradadishu tatha sarvasvavasthasvapi vyavruttaasvanuvartamanamah mityanta spurantam sada svatmanam pragati karoti bhajatam yo mudraya bhadraya. Now, this Paramatma svatmanam prakati karoti, the Absolute expresses through us. If we do not allow the appearances overpower us. So, Svatmanam prakati karoti. Bhagwan expresses through us, in and through, every expression. Bhagwan is Ananda Swarup. Anandadeva kalvimani bhutani jayante. If Bhagwan is Ananda Swarupa, blissful, there has to be only bliss coming out of us. If the ornaments are made of gold, only gold should be in the ornaments. In the same manner, Bhagwan is clearly telling, Svatmanam prakati karoti. The divine expresses through us. Be attentive. Bhagwan never gives darshan. He reveals himself. In Ramcharitmanas, Bhagwan Ram is not born. Bhaye Pragatakupala Dina Dayala. Bhagwan Krishna revealed himself before Devaki ji. Bhagwan reveals himself. In the language of Upanishad, Yamai Vesha Runute Tena Labhyaha Tasesha Atma Virunute Tanum Swam. He chooses to whom to reveal. Now whom to reveal? Bhajatam. He who is doing the bhajan of the Bhagwan. Now what is the bhajan? Bhaja Govindam, one bhajan. Bhaja Govindam, second bhajan. Govindam, Bhaja Moodhamate, three bhajan. By first Bhaja Sevayam. By your body, have the service attitude. Serve everybody. Lesser the service we take, more we are spiritual. It's very important. We serve others, don't take service from anybody. First, serve. Second thing, bhaja is bhajan karo. The purpose of chanting the Lord's name is, be very attentive, this is very subtle thought. Thoughts do not disturb us. It is the momentum of thoughts which is created in our mind because of a continuity of thought production. That momentum of the thought carries us away. Like Ganges water do not take you away, but it is the flow of the Ganges water that takes you away. In the same manner, thoughts are no problem. But when the thoughts gather a momentum, next time you observe, we are again and again thinking, and we get lost in that. And for that purpose, take Lord's name. It is something like that. When the road is clear and there is no obstacle, straight road, good road, then we are driving and then lullaby. Therefore, in between there are speed breakers. So when the speed exactly, then you are getting carried away by the thought flow. In between speed breaker, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Break the momentum of thoughts. We are constantly going on. That is one of the reasons why I don't entertain question answers. You will get carried away by that. See? Relax. This is Maha Mantra. Otherwise there is no end to it. One question will breed the next question. Stop there itself. The idea is this momentum of thought flow should be arrested. It is for this purpose, great Mahatmas tell that when you chant the Lord's name, you are protected. But I tell you the secret behind it. What they mean? The Guru is protected from the disciples. Because the disciple or the devotees will come and eat his head. Now what to do with this fellow? Beta, you are my very dear. Therefore, I will like to give you Maha Mantra. Dumbo is very happy. Not to others. And the Maha Mantra is Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And not told only open in the ear. And the Mahatma Dadi Muchad is troubling. And after that is over, they say, look here, don't tell it to anybody. This is given only to you. Maharaj, what I have to do? You have to chant 36 malas per day. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I am counting here. It takes 11 seconds to chant one mantra. 108 mantras makes one mala. 36 malas, whole day booked. Next time, he never goes to Maharaj. This is how mantras are protecting the Mahatmas from the devotees. Beta, jab karo. Suppose he goes by mistake. Beta, jab kaise chal raha hai? We have to arrest the momentum of thoughts. For that we chant. Suppose you are worried, going on, just take a glass of water and then chant. Whatever is your mantra. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayata. Chant it 10, 20, 15 times. That momentum will be broken. And again, you will regain your balance in thinking. Therefore, Swatmanam Pragati Karoti Bhajatam. So first bhajan is seva. Be attentive. He who is doing seva has to be healthy. Unhealthy person cannot do seva. See? Swamiji, what can I do for me? See, on the ground floor, I cannot do it. There is a bucket of water filled, kindly get it. Bucket of water. I got spondylosis. Unhealthy person cannot serve. So bhajatam means you have to maintain your health so that you can serve others. See? And the second thing, bhajatam, when you chant the Lord's name, this thought flow is arrested by the Lord's name. That time don't take the mala in the hand and I have to complete, then again thought flow will come. No. Just chant 5, 6, 7 times, stop it, over. Again start your work. So, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudavate. Again the third Bhaja. See? The third Bhaja is now reflect on Govinda. How to reflect on Govinda? It's very simple. See? He is the caretaker of our life. Everything that happens in our life is for our evolution. His vision and our vision. What is the difference? Our vision is from the womb to tomb. His vision is from one life to another life. See? Therefore, have this conviction, Govindam Bhaja Mudavate. And if we are really devoted to the Lord, if we have devotion for the Lord in our heart, these two things you should be clear. What we do outside, bhajan, kirtan, tabla, peti, chanting, doing the mantra, this falls under the category of upasana. Upasana is external efforts. Devotion, bhakti is the inner experience. Bhakti is not done. Bhakti happens when upasana is done. Upasana is effortful. It is with activities, doing something. Bhakti is not done. When you do upasana, the result is bhakti happens. And a person who has devotion in his heart, he will be fearlessly living in this world. Devotion and worries cannot go together. Those who are worried, they have no devotion. Those who are miserable, they are very strong egos. Make this point. But don't go on evaluating. My mother-in-law is, I think, very strong. Don't do that. It's for us. Then what do we do? Refuse to be miserable. And therefore, even if somebody does a mistake, asking you a question, how are you? Don't take revenge. Better. And then start. Particularly Old Punjabi ladies should not ask this question. I have suffered because of that. In Delhi, one old Punjabi lady, I went to their house and it was my mistake, of course. I went first to her and I asked, I said, Amma, kaisi ho? How are you? Oh, Swami, तुझे आगे हूँ कहते बैठो. But she made me sit and started. This morning when I got up and stepped down, my ankle got twisted and she started. Grandson called me. Swamiji, 1 minute. I said, Amma, wait a minute, your grandson is calling me. How can you listen to her? We get fed up. Then what do I do? Do what we tell you. When she starts telling, we show our fingers. Daddy Ma, you told 3 times. Then she keeps quiet. I say, wow, you are my Guru Maharaj. Swamiji, aa gaye hain? I forgot what did I tell you. Let me start again. Is it Ramayana or what? So when she started, then I raised my both the palms. Amma, how many times she will tell? See, we keep on talking about our past. Bhaja Govindam, don't talk about yourself. Very important. Then only we are care of divine. So, Swatmanam prakati karoti bhajatam yo mudraya bhadraya. Now, Bhadra lok, Bengalis. Bhadra means good people, very auspicious. Bhadraya mudraya. Mudra we have seen right in the beginning. These are the different mudras. If you go to Delhi Terminal 3, when you are coming out, on the wall there are different mudras, big, huge, painted, rather sculptured there. So these are different mudras. It is here Bhadraya Mudraya. The Bhadra Mudra is this. Now remember this. It should be our easiest meditation. Remember this much. I identified with the mind becomes happy, miserable. I becomes identified with the prana, becomes hungry, thirsty. I gets identified with the body, becomes man, woman, young, old. I separated from the 3, surrenders to the divine, is happy. There can't be easiest communication of spiritual practice. We are not telling you Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athavadanam. Do lot of tapasya. Agre Vanni Prushte Bhanu Ratro Chubuku Samarpitajan. What is the Hari now? We'll do in the old days. Angam Galitam Palitam Mundam Dashanaghinam Jatam Tundam. That time we'll do spiritual practice. See? So, Bhajata Mudraya Bhadraya. So always remember this. We are essentially divine. You start this, it will help you. When you are sitting all by yourself, in your heart, just practice this. What it is like being divine.